So I've been at a know-how in the audience, and now it's exciting to be at a know-how here. So I'm ready for some tough, provocative questions, and hopefully some engaging discussion. So when you come to IDEO, obviously you need to talk about products. Who are the users, and what do you offer them? So one of the largest companies in the world, General Electric, makes this product. Does anybody know what this product is? An MRI scanner. And anybody know what the retail price of an MRI scanner is? It's a little bit more.
$4 million?
Yeah, it's between $500,000 and $5 million, depending on what sort of bells and whistles. The specific bells and whistles on this one actually increase the imaging so that you can fuse images such that you can pinpoint where cancerous entities are in the building, in your body, your human building. And then you can pinpoint lasers to essentially eliminate the cancerous cells. So if this costs $500,000, how many hospitals around the world do you think can afford this?
10%.
Yeah, not many. And they're mainly in what type of countries? Developed, high income, many times white countries. So how would you, if you wanted to deliver this product in, let's say, Africa, how would you start to think about how to deliver a product that obviously is benefiting your health, is at least benefiting the wealth of General Electric, but obviously when you're healthy you can have an income and get back to work and not lose productivity. It's probably a toxic process to make this product. There's lots of chemicals and plastics and machinery and electronics that not only have a big carbon footprint, but probably have a long toxic tail. And because it's focused in high-income countries, maybe not everybody in, let's say, the United States could afford this type of diagnosis, let alone the treatment. So General Electric is developing a product. This is not General Electric's product, but this is a sample product from the Art Center College of Design, and has won a design award for what an MRI scanner might look like in Africa that is not only functional, but you might say beautiful. And it's not a white big piece of plastic where you go inside. It wraps around, in this case, a pregnant mother. So it's very comfortable. It would achieve the same outcome, which would be to assess the health condition both of the mother and the baby. If there are any health issues, there can be an intervention, and that allows a healthy family to then generate income and build up assets to become economically independent, which is increasingly happening in places like South Africa and Senegal and Northeast Africa and Egypt in many cases. And it looks like a very sustainable product, so I don't know what it would take to make this product, but certainly it would increase the access to healthcare. And so when you think about health and wealth and earth and equality, you would probably think that this would achieve all of those, but would this be a profitable product? Yes? No? Tough to say. Tough to say. So why wouldn't it be profitable? Well, what do you think it would be? Okay. Okay.
The answer is really at the end of a much more open-ended process.
Okay. If you were to deliver that, let's say even at break even or slightly above, so you would probably make it up in volume, maybe?
You can either make it up in volume or you could make it up in other business objectives.
Aha. Okay. Sounds like a systems thinker. So it may not just be the profitable product, it could be a profitable system or value chain. So GE is actually developing handheld MRI scanners and low-cost baby incubators because Jeff Immelt, the CEO, was challenged for the 4th year in a row at a community of African-American employees, made a commitment off the cuff because 20 million sounded like a big number to make a donation to healthcare in Africa. And when the engineers went over to help deploy that $20 million, they saw that there were no MRI scanners and there were no baby incubators in African hospitals or clinics. And they are repurposing the technology today to have a lower cost, affordable product that will increase health and wealth, and earth inequality. And this is of a $170 billion revenue company known as General Electric. General Electric, as you might have read, has started to certify what part of its revenue is green or sustainable. $10 billion of General Electric's revenue is now sustainable. So it sounds like a lot, but it's still only 6% of its revenue. And General Electric has 6 major business units. Obviously, healthcare and infrastructure are 2 of them. But NBC Universal and consumer products don't yet have sustainability goals. So that's one type of example of a potential for being hip. Here's a second one. This is Virgin Money. This is Virgin in the UK. As IDEO deals not only with products but services and online experiences. This is one of the most colorful financial service sites I've ever seen. It has near every color under the rainbow. And in addition to helping you manage your finances, here at Virgin Money, when you click on the Pensions tab, no matter who you are in society, you might be able to access it, because here's a pension if you're unemployed. You'd say, unemployed pension, what does that mean? And obviously you have employers and self-employed. You have pensions for kids. So these are the sort of breakthrough ideas when you think about solving human problems, as you do here at IDEO. And so the first example, Ryan and Stephen Bishop had shared with us what your practices were. And so the first example of GE fits with health and maybe a consumer experience. This obviously fits with a software and service experience. And obviously Virgin wouldn't be doing this unless they were making money, but Virgin is focused on innovation that is human-centered. Okay, so a third example is in the high-tech industry. So right here in Silicon Valley, and maybe one of our guests, Dina, you can tell us what this is. Do you know? No? It's a fabrication facility of low-toxic microchips. Now, when you build a fab, it's a $2 billion, $3 billion, $4 billion investment that takes quite a bit of time to pull together. And so Gordon Moore here, obviously, one of the early inventors of the microchip. And so today, if you're a microchip company like Intel or AMD or Texas Instruments, you could create competitive advantage if you created a better fab. However, in order to move the market to be sustainable, one company can't drive that market. You actually have to collaborate with your competitors to figure out lower toxic, lower carbon, lower cost ways of building a fab and compete on design of the chip and marketing. But essentially, this is the chip manufacturing back office. And so companies are finding that they can collaborate on things that are non-critical and compete on the front end. So obviously, when you have lower toxic, lower tailings, and more sustainable product and process, you'll create positive health impacts in the future. It'll create wealth by selling into those markets. It will have a beneficial effect on the earth. And then you'll have, actually this is watts per square centimeter. So as the chip density has risen, we're on the verge of the heat being generated relative to the sun's surface in today's chips. So we need materials design breakthroughs to be able to serve the power. And the sun, one of the latest Sun Blade sustainable servers, ramped up to, was one of the fastest selling products in Sun's history in 6 months by selling a low energy server. So